Okay, sir. 3, 2, 1. Start.
A very good afternoon, everyone. It's our warm privilege to address all of you and welcome all of you on the subject which is very relevant for our profession, that is Future Ready CA, building on AI driven practice and business opportunities. The webinar is focused on this topic today. In this evolving landscape, the question is no longer whether AI will impact chartered accountants. The question is whether we will lead this transformation or be led by it. We would like to thank our honorable leadership, CA Prasanna Kumar D, President Sir, CA Mangesh Kinare, Vice President Sir, CA Charanjot Singh Nanda, Chairman AI Committee and immediate past President ICAI, CA Umesh Sharma Ji, Vice Chairman AI Committee ICAI. A future-ready chartered accountant will be the one who can harness AI to analyze entire datasets in real time, identify emerging risks, provide predictive insights, and contribute meaningfully to strategic decision making. This is the shift which is required and which is happening right now. Recognize this as global transformation. ICAI has taken leadership position in building an AI-enabled ecosystem for its members. The forefront of this initiatives is our AI Innovation Summit. We had a tremendous innovation summits in Hyderabad in 2024 with more than 2,000 participants. In Pune, more than 1,500 participants. Now we are back with a bang at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi on 26th and 27th of June 2026. This summit is envisioned as a global platform bringing together policymakers, international experts, industry leaders, and professionals to deliberate on the future of AI across finance and accounting. The registrations are fast closing soon. Please make sure to register. The early bird discounts have been extended twice, but we are going to be out of seats soon. The last date for the registration for early bird registration is 11th April 2026. I would like to play a video for a reference for this summit. Can we play the video?
Rishi sir, you are on mute.
Yeah, thank you. Moving on, we are also having our faculty identification program, the 7th FIP on the 9th and 10th of May at COE Hyderabad, which will help us to create a more nationwide network of AI-enabled faculties. Also, the much awaited 5th season of the ICAI AI Hackathon is going to commence from the next Friday, 17th of April. It will be an 8-episode prelims and 2 semifinals and 1 grand finale at the ICAI AI Innovation Summit 2026 at Bharat Mandapam. So the grand finale of this ICAI AI Hackathon will also be held during the summit, which will be a star attraction for all the delegates. Along with this, we have also started with the level 2 refresher sessions for our level 2 committed participants, which has started from today, the 10th of April. That will be enabled for all the level 2 committed participants at the ICAI DLH. Also, our ICAI level 1 refresher session is going on in full swing. We have committed around 52, 53 episodes of that session. That is also available at the ICAI DLH. As we move forward, I would like to urge you to focus on 3 priorities: upgrade your capabilities, integrate AI tools and techniques into your practice, and reimagine your service offerings. Before I move on to the session, we have 3 esteemed faculties for today. CA Prabhav Kumar Agarwala ji, who is the first speaker for today. Then will come to CA Sumit Bihani ji. Prabhav ji is from Guwahati, Sumit ji is from Kolkata, and CA Rahul Gabawala ji from Varanasi. We welcome all the 3 esteemed faculties for the session today. And without wasting much of our time, we would like to start the session now. Prabhav sir, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Rishi sir. Thank you to the leadership, President sir, Vice President sir, our Chairman sir, and Vice Chairman sir, for giving me an opportunity here to take this session. I hope my screen is visible. I am audible if anybody
Visible and
can.
audible, sir.
Great, sir. Great. All right. So the topic for today is smart the transforming day-to-day practice with smart automation. So when I was thinking about this topic, what should be the AI tool that we can take in this topic, the immediate thing that came to my mind is why not take up automations in Excel, right? I believe a lot of you who have attended the AICA level 1 course, they would have done something called as automation in macro. That was one of the ways in which you can automate the macros, the Excel through macros. But here we are going to understand another way in which you can automate things inside Excel. And I think Excel is one of the tools which is used by almost all the chartered accountants, right? So just start off with a little history. um, uh, you know we always discuss that Python as a programming language is a very popular Python programming language used in for by most of the AI tools to do their data analytical work. It was founded by Guido van Rossum, and he joined Microsoft around, I think, in late 2023, and he then built a structure inside Excel to integrate Python inside the Excel, right? So I think from 2023 version onwards, you have an option to integrate Python inside your Excel. So all those members who have Excel, they have taken a late Excel, who have the latest version of their Excel, they can simply go to any cell and they can check when they type equal, when they type equal, just show you here, equal py. When you type equal py, you will have a screen like this. That is a Python function showing that the Python is natively integrated into Excel. And all those members who have done level 2, I think, need not to say the power of Python. We have seen Python can do a lot of tasks which even Excel cannot perform on its own, or even if you do it inside the Excel, it will take a lot of time because it will have a combination of formulas that you have to use, right? So we are going to do two utilities through which you can automate your work in Excel. You can reduce your task inside Excel. One being the Python function, and you can see I've just written equal py, it creates your Python formulas. And another which we will discuss later on is the add-ins. If you have latest version of 365, you have Copilot integrated inside that. And if you have a Claude subscription, you also get a Claude add-in. So we are going to discuss how to use these two tools inside your Excel, and you can automate your tasks inside the Excel. So I've taken a random data. You can see here it's a random sales order data. It's a 500 line item data which is having a order number, order date, day, customer code, GST number, city, state, salesman name, product, quantity, rate, commission, this, that. So it is having a lot of data here. So let us first try to run some Python codes and try to get some analysis using Python. So I have some use cases here. Suppose I want, let's say, salesman wise analysis, salesman wise order analysis, commission, sales, this, that. So salesman wise analysis, if I want to do using Python, I don't know how to write a Python code. It's a big challenge. 2023 this function was brought in Excel. I have upgraded to Excel also, but I don't know how to write a Python code. So no worries, we can simply use AI to generate the equal py function, which I am going to show you right now. Right. So we have the sales data, and I want to get, let's say, a brief synopsis of 8 salesmen performance which are there. Now what I'm going to do, I have a prompt written here which says that my data ranges from A1 to T501. So I have my first cell A1 and last cell is T501, and my data ranges from this into this set. And what I'm going to do is there are these columns inside this Excel data sheet: salesman, order number, sale, commission, quantity, customer, order, product. And now I have written, write a equal py function to create a salesman performance scorecard with total order, total revenue, total commission, average quantity, unique customer served, unique product sold, average order value, commission rate, and you can rank by revenue. So I have written this prompt for a equal py function. I will now go to, let's say, any AI tool. I'll go to, let's say, Chat GPT, and I'm going to give them this prompt. So I have written this prompt, and now you will see Chat GPT is going to think, and it is going to give a equal py function for me. So here you can see it's building a equal py function for me for doing this particular analysis. And once it is done, I am going to get into the Excel and get the work done. So here I have this. I'll just copy. Not much of a task, a big task to copy. Now I'll come to this Excel sheet. I'll go to any of the cell here inside this Excel sheet. I'll just do a equal py, and you have a Python tab coming up. Press tab, and as soon as I press tab, you can see a Python function is activated. A Python function is activated, and now I can write the Python code here. So what Microsoft does is it has created a sandbox environment wherein without even installing Python, you can run Python code within that environment. It will execute in that environment, and it will give you the result. So I'll paste this code, and here please note, I do not press enter to generate the output. I need to press control and enter together, right, to generate the output. So once I press control and enter together, it says that there is a problem with this formula. And of course, we know how to debug. I think almost all of you who are attending the session would have done the AICA level 1 course. I'll take a screenshot, go back to Chat GPT, give them this error. It will rectify the code for me. So I'll give this error, rectify this for me. Right? Yes, I'll request all the members. I'll take your queries once I've done with the presentation. So we'll keep some time. After I finish, I will take all the queries, right? So it will rectify this for me. So we have to repeat this task. So I already have a saved code which is working here. So I'm just not wasting time, and I'm going to copy this, and I'll just delete this, paste this code, and now, sorry, I'm going to press Control Enter. And when I do this, you'll see I am getting like this, a py data frame. Now here essentially I have got the output. If I click the data type card, my output will be displayed here in this environment. The summary is being displayed here all together, but I don't want it like this. I want it in an Excel structure. So how do I get it in an Excel structure? So what I need to do is I'm going to go to this particular cell. I'm going to do a right click. I'm going to do a right click. Here you will see an option of Python output. I'm going to select that. And here I have an Excel value. When I go to Python output, I have an Excel value. I'm going to click on that, and you will see entire analysis now, salesman wise order, has been done, right? And you have all the average orders, average quantity, this, that, all ready in one go. Now, the best thing about the Python code is once you have a Python code, it's a static code. This means every time you run the code on the same output, you will have a similar, sorry, same type of data, you will have similar type of output, right? Unlike generative AI, when you give a prompt, every time it is going to give you a different output. But once I'm getting a perfect code, it is going to give me a same output every time, right? Now, once I have done this, I can do a lot of other analysis. I can do a aging schedule. So I have a Python code written here for the aging schedule also. So I'll simply go again, do py, press control enter. Again I've got the output. Go on right click, go to Python output, click on Excel value, and here I am getting the aging schedule here. So how much order is pending, for what is the time limit? So 90 days critical, 61 to 90 days, 31 to 90, 60 days, and 0 to 30 days. So how much is the order pendency, right? That is being classified. A scheduling aging schedule has been done automatically in one prompt, right? Similarly, I can do n number of tasks. I can have a depot wise analysis. I can do n number of analysis, play with anything, play with the data. I can give any prompt. Also, the best part of it is there are some Python libraries which help you to do data visualization, right? Like for example, you can have a correlation matrix heat map, right? So I am using libraries like matplotlib and seaborn inside Python to do this type of analysis. So again, I can do some visual charts, visual data analysis also, which normally Excel cannot do, right? So I am producing a heat map. So here you will see I have done the same thing. I have generated a code, Python code. I have pasted the code. Now I am going to go for the output, get the Excel value. And over here you see I have an image, and you see I have a heat map analysis done within that image, right? So all these things, correlation matrix in terms of a heat map is given inside this Excel file only. I don't need to go to any third party software. Within my Excel only I am getting all these outputs. Similarly, I can do sales heat map. I can do something like a Benford law fraud test analysis. So Python, I have been always saying, is being used by our fraternity ever since ages. I mean, in 2000 2001, when the Enron scam was discovered. Back then, the auditors used Python to do a Benford law analysis for fraud detection in that. So I can do Benford analysis also in this. I have a Benford law chart test. I have a Python code for this. And I am going to use a equal py function, do a tab, paste the entire code, and I'm going to press Control Enter, and done. My Benford analysis is created. I have a chart which creates a Benford analysis. Now I want to display it. I'll right click, go to Python output, do Excel value, and bam. Here I will have a chart which is giving me a Benford law fraud detection test in this sales data, right? So here I can do n number of analysis using this Excel py function, right? Yes, I'll request all the members, I'm going to take all the queries in some time, right? Because I think every speaker has been allotted a time period of 30-35 minutes. So I am going to first uh, cover this aspect. Second, after I have done this aspect, we are going to take all these queries, right? So this is the first tool that I have discussed, wherein I can do automations, I can do analysis, I can prepare reports, I can generate results using Python, right, inside my Excel. Now, suppose Python is now meant for doing a repetitive work. Like you have macros, you also have now Python inside the Excel which can do one sort of a task repetitively. Like you have a code, it will give you a repetitive output. But now I need a generative AI capability inside my Excel sheet. I need that I want to do, let's say, I want to prepare some summary, I want to prepare some report inside the Excel sheet using AI, right? So what I can do here in such cases is I can use add-ins. Now add-ins is available, although add-ins are available from 2019 version onwards, but these add-in that we are going to talk is available only in the latest version. I believe 23 onwards only we are getting this add-in options, right? So you have one Copilot which is coming inherently with Excel. If you have the 365 subscription, so you get it, so you can use Copilot to do the analysis. Also you have Claude integrated inside your Excel sheet. So how to get this Claude? You have a add-in option here. So you can go to this add-in. You can search for Claude. You can simply search for Claude and you will get a Claude add-in over here. You will get a Claude extension add-in for the Excel. So once you have installed this, you will have a Claude extension over here. At first time whenever you are using this extension, it will ask you to do a login. It will ask you to do a login, and after you have done the login, right, you can use Claude normally, right? Just a second. Yeah, so I'll come back. So I was saying that now first time when you run this add-in, you will have to log in inside this using your Claude, and this is, mind you, this is not available in a free subscription. It is only available if you're having a paid subscription. Okay, so you have to install this add-in, and once you install this add-in, you will have an option you will have an option to use Claude directly within your Excel file. But then we have been always discussing about something which is data privacy issues. I think in all my sessions, be it in level 1, in level 2, I have always discussed about the importance of data privacy. Ma'am, sir, next year going forward from 13th of May 2027, we have DPDP Act coming in into the picture, wherein we have to explicitly take consent of our client before uploading their sensitive data to any AI platform or any third party tool, right? So here also, if we are uploading a data to any client system, right, we need to do a anonymization before we upload this data, correct? So again, I can have a Python running which can anonymize this data for me before I upload it into Excel add-in, right? So here what I have done is I have created a Python code which will read my sensitive data and which can, you know, help me mask out the sensitive data. So again, I have written this prompt, write a py function for Python in Excel. Again, my data is in this format. I have these columns inside the Excel. I want to mask these details: Aadhaar, PAN, GST, email. Of course, you can add more details depending upon the data that you are having. And I want it to, mask all these data so that I can upload it into the add-in here for this for the purpose of analysis. So I have this code written. So I have taken this code now. Now when I say equal py, when I do equal py, it is asking me to enter the code. I'll enter the code, press Control and enter together. Now you see it is running the Python code, and now you will see you will have an Excel value. You will see you are having a customer name and GST number which are masked. So, right, so here I have a lot of sensitive data, but out of this I believe that customer name and GST are my sensitive data. So you see these customer name and GST number have been masked. So now I can use this to do the analysis. Now what I am going to do is I am going to select these cells. I am going to select the entire cells. Acha, here I see that while masking, I have my sale column also being redacted. So here it is, the Python code is running and perhaps it is identifying some PII inside this sales order also. So of course, what simply can we do is we can copy paste this sales data from here. We can copy this sales data, which is of course not a PII, and we can replace it in this column here, right? We can replace this column here from the sales data. And I'm just saving time here. We are not replacing this just to save time, right? So here I'm going to select the entire cell range, and you can see I will just select the Claude add in here. And when I select the Claude add in here, you can see what cell I have selected currently, W2 to A0502, AO502. So you will see here W2, here is the mass data that is starting, and AO2 till AO502 we are having all the mass data. So when I select this data and now type a prompt, only this much of data is sent to Claude for the purpose of analysis. That means I'm not sending any sensitive data, and I am, you know, only using the anonymized data directly within the Excel by which I have created using Python. And now I can use this Claude add-in and I can write, say, create a summary report in a new sheet. I will just say this only, create a summary report in a new sheet, and I'll press enter. And now you will see that what Claude will do, Claude will create a new sheet, right? And it will do all the analysis. So what Claude does is essentially, right? So it is reading this. I think I'll just do one thing. I'll just copy this data sheet to a new Excel, perhaps for additional safety. I'll just paste it. Values paste I am doing. I'll replace the sales data. So okay, one step extra I have done. Now I am going to select this file here. And now let me give another, once again I'll give this prompt. Create a summary from selected data in new Excel sheet, and I'll press enter, right? So here you will see that now it is reading the data, it is showing me all the process, right? And you have a clear picture, and now you will see it is doing analytical work, and it will prepare a new sheet giving me a summary of all these data. So of course it will take a few minutes before it prepares a summary. And of course this feature you will see it is in beta mode. That means Claude has not officially released it. How it works is it is creating a step by step plan. So step 1 I'll do this, step 2 I'll do this, step 3 I'll do this, step 4 I'll do this, 5, 6, 7, and one by one it will perform a step. So here you can see it has created a summary sheet, sheet 2 summary. Now it will build a KPI overview section. You can see a KPI overview section is being built. It is automatically building it. It is building sale by product section, right? So automatically it is doing the task, and I'm just observing the same. And you will see step by step it will do entire task. You can see sales by product is also here, and now it is building sales by state section. So state wise sales it is giving me the analysis. So automatically, step by step, every information is popping in using my Claude add-in. So you can see my hands are free and it is giving me all the data in a well formatted manner. Now it is working on sales by quarter section, right? So it is building sales by quarter. Now it is building sales by salesman section. So here you will see all the data, everything is coming. I have not sent any sensitive data. Now it is building sales by salesman section also, right? Sales by salesman section. So here you will see all the anonymized names is coming, and it is performing the last step, step 7 of 7, which is building delivery status. And now it will format everything, like it will clean up every formatting, it will color, it will give new designs. If you have used Claude, you would have seen that it is giving nice Excel sheets in a well formatted manner and well. So here, seventh task it has done, it has given me a delivery status breakdown, and now it will do the color formatting. It has given me sales by depot information also. Automatically everything is coming using my Claude add-in. Right now you can see it is formatting, doing the alignment and everything. So you can see a well formatted structure is there. So all the values are now live and it has given me the entire summary dashboard. So I have done a lot of analysis here. I have had a 3-year projected financials also on this data. So here you will see I have the assumptions that it has taken: revenue summary, revenue per product, quarterly revenue projection. Similar manner it has done, it has been done through the add-in. P&L projection, key performance matrices. Here you will have the chart, 3-year projection chart, base year revenue, here product wise revenue graph of the product by mix. So any type of analysis you want to do, you will have it done with this Excel add-in, right? So these two features here, one, you can use Claude to get the generative AI capability inside the Excel, and you can use tool like macro or Python also is now available inside your Excel to do a rule based repetitive task. So combination of these two tools, you can simply automate any work that you are doing within the Excel. Right now I believe this was it from my end. I am open to few questions before I hand over to the next speaker. If you have any question, I will request you may type it in the chat. Okay, I'm having some question. Please share the prompt. I will share the prompt, sir, in the AI website, AI committee's website. You will get the prompt. Gunjan ma'am, the data and prompt will be provided in the AI committee's website. So I'll just tell you, I'll just show you in a moment how you can get the prompt and other files. Just give me 2 minutes. You will be shown how you can get this data, or rather, I am going to show you also how you can get these files. So you are going to visit. Please be in touch with this website. This is our AI committee website, right? So I am going to share it in the chat. So here you will see this AI committee website. You have all the details about the different things the committee is doing. You have video, article, use cases. So you will have, I think, articles or inside the background material. Sorry, inside the background materials, I think this will be uploaded. All the materials that we are will be using, we will be uploading here in the background material section in the resource places, right? One or two questions we had received about the AIS also. So ma'am, sir, you can come to this website also, and you can do the registration here from this tool itself, from this place itself, within this this website only you can do the registration of the AIS. Yes, link of the AIS also they are asking the chat. Sir, all these I think after my session I will request Rishi sir to please address this question to share the link of the registration or this. So first I'll take few questions and then I'll ask Rishi sir to do it. Uh, yes, so just answer some more questions. I am a new member. Whether the CP questions, sir, Rishi sir, can you answer the question relating to the CP requirement? Sir, can you provide some examples? I told you, sir. Say for example, visualization part automatically within the same frame of data, Benford law, direct analysis, building on this, right? See, Excel can do almost everything. The point is Python and Excel, how where they distinguish is Python in a lot of cases takes a lesser amount of time. Like for example, Excel you might need to have 6 to 7 different formulas to do this task, but Python will do it in one go, right? Can we get the sample data? I already covered. Word file, Python code, chat. Rohit sir, no worries if you have not done AICA level 1 course. We highly recommend you to do the same. I have professional plus, great. Can we do it in this add-ins? Chat GPT or Gemini? No, I think currently Chat GPT, Gemini, the original Chat GPT and Gemini, they are not available as an add-in here. What do we need to? You have a paid version. I already told Atman sir. Yes, you need to have a paid version for this. For Excel, which is best, Copilot or Claude? Claude. Can we get a recording? I think that committee will answer. Do we need to verify this before forwarding for errors? Then sir, always remember 100% you need to verify the output generated by AI. You see every AI tool that is there, I will show you also. Whenever you are having, let's say, any analysis that you are going to do, at the bottom you will see always the AI tool themselves mention that AI can make mistakes. So when these companies are claiming themselves that our product can make mistake, we have to definitely verify the output once, right? Of course, in case of Python generated output, once we have tested the output that okay, it is giving me good output on a, let's say, couple of data sets or 3 4 data sets, then perhaps you will always get a similar answer because it is a rule based output, not a generative AI. So there you do not need to verify again and again once you have done it on a 3 4 data set.
Pradap
uh,
sir,
yes sir.
our honorable chairman sir is with us.
No problem sir, then I'll take the queries perhaps at the end of the after the all the panelists have been done, so I'll just stop here.
प्रभाव जी आप लीजिए आई एम देयर let us not stop in between please. I am here only. I'll wait for no issues.
All
Please
right sir,
please
just I
carry
have
on, take all the queries.
yes,
Please
oh thank you
लीजिए
sir.
please.
Yes sir. So I'll just quickly take some more queries which were there. Uh, Sir, can we use AI for direct taxation? Absolutely, you can. All the calculation were made using Claude plugin are accurate. Here also there are chances of hallucination. By far, I've seen Claude is very good in terms of AI hallucination. They are not hallucinating, Vaibhav sir. So Claude is very good, especially if you are going for Opus 4.6 model. The chances of AI hallucination is very low. Having said that, we have never said that you need to avoid human intelligence. Human intelligence also needs a very plays a very important role. You cannot avoid that, as I already mentioned. Modit sir is saying one problem while filing ITR, we get bank accounts in PDF. How to convert it to Excel? Sir, in level 2, we are teaching all these tools, how you can make tools wherein you can convert these file statements, right? And chartered accountants are doing it. I mean, they are building one of the best apps free of cost for their offices after doing level 2. So yes sir, if you have done level 1, I will insist quickly do level 2 and then you will be able to make such tool on your own free of cost. What is the accuracy? I told you sir, if you it would help if you can set up guidelines where using Python or Claude. All right sir, no problems. Within the resource material only I will give you a set of instructions. In that file only you will find it in the AI committee website sir. I have already said all the prompt and files we will share it in the AI committee website sir. How can AI help in attendance? I have 10 employees. Mudit sir, when we are talking about building applications through AI, we are all covering it in detail in level 2 as I already mentioned. So all such things you will be able to do once you have done the second stage of the AICA course, that is the level 2. Sir, library installation and all is not required when you are using Excel inside the Python. What if we have changed? Ma'am, you just need to run this code again, automatically the entire data will change. Divya ma'am, how we can install Python inside Excel? Sir, you do not need to install rules or anything. If you are using 2023 and the version after that, you will automatically get Python inside the Excel. You just need to type equal and say py. So you just need to do equal and give py and you will get the output. So here you have equal py and you will have the Python function activated. Do not need to install anything separately. Uh, how can we use Python capability in Power BI? Of course, we can discuss that also, Jinsun ji, but perhaps we can discuss it on a later stage, because today my topic was covered on AI and Excel. So we will take about Power BI. We can keep one more session. I will request the committee members to take a note of this, please. How to get Claude add-in in Excel? Sir, add-in feature is available if you are using Excel version 2019 or afterwards, but Claude is only available if you are using, I think, after 2023 version. If you are using inside the home tab, you have a add-in section over here. So please see over my screen, you have a add-in section over here. When you click on this, you have an option to select Claude, and when you just type Claude, you will have this Claude original add-in here popping up. You can only use this if you are having a paid version of Claude. You cannot do it in the free version. Yes, it can help you prepare the working files also. Sir, Python, does Python also work in Google Sheet? Google Sheet again, sir, when you are using, essentially when you are using Google Sheet, it's a web based deployment. So you can use something like Google Colab to do the same task within the sheet there. Can you repeat Claude plugin? Sandeep sir, I have repeated now. Do we have any tool which can read the complete PDF invoices like HSN summary? Deegan sir, you can do combination of Python and Claude add-in. I told you, using these two combination, Python and Claude add-in, you can automate almost all the tasks within your Excel, right? Equal Python, sir, Venugopal sir, equal py, then what to do next? Sir, equal py, just then press the tab button. Just press the tab button and then you can paste the Python code which you have generated from the AI, right? And then press Control Enter. I will quickly write down the step. I'll just write down the step in a Word file so that if you have missed it out, you will be able to take a note of the same. So you can take a screenshot. So first you do equal py, press tab button. Now paste the code from AI tool and then press Control Enter. Press Control and Enter together. Then you will be able to run the code. These are the 4 steps that you need to follow. Sir, Copilot add-ins are only available if you have a, I think 365 subscription, not available in all the Excels. Yes, I have already answered these questions. Level 1 batch is not available, I think. How can we do all these things in free version? No, sir, you cannot do it in the free version. I am not very tax savvy. I have not done AICA. Will AI Innovation Summit be beneficial? Of course, sir, absolutely it will be. Please share link of the resource material. We will upload it in the resource section in the AI committee website. Yes, it will be made. I think I have answered all the questions relating to this. Yes, I think I have answered all the question. If you have any further question, please feel free to post it. I will answer it while the other speakers are giving their session. Over to you, Chairman sir. Please, sir, for your addressal. We are waiting for your addressal.
Yeah, everyone, please remain connected. Our chairman sir is joining very shortly in a few seconds.
Rishi sir, in the meanwhile, I think there was some member was asking about the AIS link. Can you share that video?
I've shared it. I've shared into the.
Okay. So I think yeah, okay.
We will play the video once again uh, in the interim once chairman sir speaks.
Okay, sir, that's. Okay, we have one more member saying that last year at Pune AI Summit, we have to stand up in queue to mark receive kids. Yes, sir. I know the registrations last year also, as rightly mentioned by Rishi sir. I think we had closed the registration 2 months before the program. So I request you to get it done beforehand so that you are not missed out. You do not miss out on the program. Sir, what is the cost? I think M365 I have taken the subscription. It is costing 600 or 700 rupees per month, right? Uh,
So very good evening. I've joined.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
We welcome our Honorable Chairman, sir, C. Charanjot Singh Nanda ji, who is also the
Okay.
immediate past President ICAI. Sir, over to you for words of wisdom.
A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My very esteemed colleagues, chartered accountants. It is truly a momentous occasion where all of us join together to create a great opportunity for the profession. I remember when the normal or traditional practice areas are dying down, we are always in search of newer areas which could instill confidence on us and help us service not only our clients or stakeholders, but regulator or government. 4 points I would like to tell you. The first important point, we have to start. Every chartered accountant wants to make practice area coupled with technology, but how many of us are able to do that? There is a couplet which says, सोचने से कहां मिलते हैं तमन्नाओं के शहर, सोचने से कहां मिलते हैं तमन्नाओं के शहर, चलने की जिद भी जरूरी है मंजिल पाने के लिए. In technology, we do a lot of wonders. Apart from artificial intelligence, we do a lot of work on data analytics, on blockchains, on Internet of Things, on cyber security audits, on information security audits. But very importantly, AI has brought things on our table. The second important thing, to create worth and value by your technical knowledge which you have possessed and also the training which you have done during your articleship. I want to tell you one thing very seriously. This profession has so much talent. The word wants it. I am saying the word, not India. I remember when I used to go to international destination in 2004, we were seen as second-run citizens. And today, we earn a premium internationally. Indian chartered accountants are exhibited as saviors. I remember when you go anywhere on forensics, we were the first to come out with 23 forensic standards, which is probably the first time in the world. And the entire world wants to use our forensic standards and pay royalty to us. Information system audit. You'll be happy to know when I was the president on 7th February 2026, we came out with 13 information standards, which is again probably the first time in the world. Internationally, the reputation we have earned will help us scale our practices. कहते हैं ना, देते ना थे जो जवाब उनके सलाम आने लगे, देते ना थे जो जवाब उनके सलाम आने लगे, वक्त बदला तो मेरे नीम के पेड़ पर आम आने लगे. The third important step, create a blueprint of your movement. The committee, I deliberately, after stepping down as the president, chose this committee here in ICAI. I have a lot of emotional attachment with this because when I took over as the vice president on 12th February 2024, myself and the then president CA Ranjit Agarwal, both of us sat, discussed, and created this committee because there was no other professional institute which had AI in ICAI as a committee. We did that. Why? Simply for the members and students. We want all of us to remain ahead of the press changes. And the final and the last thing, this profession is a great profession. Set up way back on 1st July 1949. We have to work and create value. We have to keep things in control. If you read IFRS, there's focus on two things. Number one, fair valuation, and second thing, control the beneficial owner. You are aware that a man who has control is a true owner. कहते हैं ना, हाथ की लकीरें भी बड़ी शातिर होती हैं. आपके हाथ में लकीरें होती है ना, हाथ की लकीरें भी बड़ी शातिर होती हैं, कमबख्त मुट्ठी में तो होती हैं, काबू में नहीं होती. So now time has come when we have to take everything in control, create such infrastructure and create such knowledge base for our membership so that we're able to effectively create value. I'm so happy that this committee has curated and propagated such great program, making chartered accountants ready for AI practice. Yes, we have allowed AI practice in code of ethics also. It is part of the management consulting services that you can do AI practice. So I call all of you to be an integral part of this seminar, this webinar, and add value. I'm thankful to all of you for coming in such large numbers. Thankful to all the faculties, and let us meet more often. If you have any issue to discuss, if you have any feedback, feel free to give a call to me or speak to me. I'll give my mobile number to you. My mobile number is 98111. I repeat, 98111 30985. Rishi ji has been very kind to put that on the screen also. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's move ahead, create value, make India a super economic power, and our institute the best institute of the world. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's be in touch. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for kind words of wisdom. We always look forward to your guidance and motivation. Now, moving ahead, we have our second speaker for today, CA Sumit Bihani ji. Sumit, sir, over to you.
Thank you, Rishiji. And I would, thank the past president, immediate past president, and the chairman of the committee for such a wonderful leadership that, he's sharing his number to all of us who feel or who think can be of any help or he can be of any help. So thank you so much for the leadership, sir. And as you spoke, I had the honor to be in the part of the committee AI in ICI when Ranjit sir was the president. So I've seen the relentless effort done by the leadership along with the team led by Vishnu sir and Rishiji. So and Kunal sir. So thank you so much, and a very good evening to all of us, or good afternoon to all joining on the call. So I'll quickly start my session, and as Professor has already shared that where the platform from where we can download the resources. But if you are still not willing to wait, I have already shared the resources link. You can download the resources which I would like to take. Right. So with this, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Sumit Bihani and I'm based out of Kolkata. Now I'll quickly tell you about few stuff which I wish to do today. So I wish to take one as an HTML tool, which considering that audit is approaching, and as Professor has already said about DPDP Act coming in, so all of us needs to be very much concerned or at least be aware about data protection. So in today's session, I'll demonstrate in next 35 minutes tools by which you can automate or leverage your office time without compromising 0%. I'll reiterate my words, without compromising 0% of your data on the internet. So what are we doing? What we are doing is we are building tools with GenAI and we are implementing the same at office, right? So let me quickly begin the session where Prabhav sir has left. So I'll quickly show you two, three macros because he was kind enough. He said, "Kismet bhai, aap macros le lo, main Python le lunga." So I said, "No worries, thank you so much for the opportunity." So I'll quickly show you two, three tools by which, or two, three options which we think macros can be implemented. And on this call, I have Rahul bhai also, who is one of the champ of macros because हम तो GPT से लिखवाते हैं, Rahul bhai खुद से लिख लेते हैं. So even I'll be little concerned when Rahul bhai is seeing me. So with this, I'll quickly share my screen and let's begin. Right. So this is about the session. I'll quickly take you 3, 4 use cases related to VBA. So first example, which all of us would do during our audit, is reconciliation of opening balances. So consider this is a very simple, small use cases, and for the interest of time, I've kept all of the sample size to be very small, 10, 15, 20 line items, just to ensure that we can save on time, right? So just allow me a moment. Yes, so my screen is visible. Just allow me one moment. Yes, great. So consider that this is a trial balance, and all of us at our office do reconciliation. So what in reconciliation of opening balance, just to ensure that the opening, closing and opening are same. And if this is the use case or this is the situation, what traditionally at our office people would do is apply VLOOKUP. And once he tries to apply VLOOKUP, the concern would be, just allow me to work here. Just allow me one. Yes. So if, so sorry, one second. So consider if this is the situation, we apply VLOOKUP, and after applying VLOOKUP, the challenge is that debit and credit, consider that there is debit credit, so minus functions would not work. So simple macro, view macros, and I click on run. So the entire reconciliation is done in 1 minute. And the best part about the reconciliation is that, or the macro is that once I've written the macro and I've confirmed the results, next time onwards, I don't need to re-verify also, because it's basically a rule-based approach, which Professor has spoken 2, 3 number of times. So what is rule-based? That it is 2 plus 2 will always be 2 plus 2 will always be 4 if you are using a calculator. Correct. But ChatGPT, on the other hand, at times may give you a wrong answer also. So this is the simple reconciliation. So all you need to do is write a macro one time, and once it is written, you can reuse it every time. Correct. So considering that all of us have done level one and we know how to write a good prompt, I am not going into this. And in case you have not done level one, I would strongly request you or urge you to join the level one course wherever it is nearby. Correct. So let's go to a second use case, which is respect to bills. So let's come to bill merging tool. So consider it can be if you are a small practitioner and you may get data in terms like this. Just waiting for the Excel to open in a minute. Yes. So considering there can be two situations for this. So these are invoices which are being plotted on different in Excel sheet. So there are 263 invoices which are being made, correct? Just a moment. I'm so sorry for this. Probably too many stuff are being opened. So as a result, it's a little slow. Yes. So there are 263 invoices in this Excel sheet. If you are practicing in tier 2, tier 3 cities, people may give you data like this for GST return filing purposes. So one person at our office may be copying these 3 line items, or he can be copying bill number and amount to make a tabulation so that he can file a GST return. Or in case you're doing an audit, there may be a situation that you get a data like this and you are supposed to check, or you are required to check that are the proper accounting done or not. So again, what I'll do, I'll call a simple macro function. I'll copy this, and again, I'll come to this Excel sheet. This time I have not willingly kept this function available on this. So I just wanted to show you in case you're not aware. I go to Alt F11, insert, then module, I paste this, and I click on run. Right? So in a minute's time, you see the entire reconciliation is done, or entire tabulation of data is done. So let me quickly show you also 263 in bill number 263. Let's come to this place. The amount is 9444. The amount is 944.38.84. This is because of round off. So it's 9444. In 262, there are two invoices, 2 line items. So 262, 2 line items, and 729941. 545 729991 545. So the entire tabulation is done in 1 minute. How is it done? Simple. It is understanding that the macro is supposed to look for bill number and copy the number right of bill number. It is required to look for amount and copy amount, which is or numbers or active cells, because in this line item there were one line item in bill number 263. In 262 there were two line items, right? So with this simple automation, once you have built, it is just to understand, or I'll just, in the meantime, as I switch between use cases, I would like to tell you that how do or where do we understand that how or in which situation do we use this? So the simple answer is that you have to understand one simple stuff, which is repetitive rule based. 80-20 principle, as said by pricing Pareto, 80% of our task is repetitive and rule based. So if we are able to automate that 80%, we will be only left with that 20% quality time or quality job to do, right? So I'll show you one more tool which I've built today only, which is for vendor reconciliation, considering that we have audit coming up. So it's not only limited to GST reconciliation, it can do vendor reconciliation also. And I've already shared this with you. So this is a very small data set, which is running into 7 line items, correct? So if I'll quickly show you, and whenever we discuss about VLOOKUP or automation, people say, that accountant is not that great. He does not do accounting properly. So the invoice number, which is SB, initial of mine, Sumit Bihani 001, is in the GSTR, but it is mentioned in SB, then a space, then 001. Then there's a bill called Bihani Sumit 001, which is in caps, which is mentioned as B and S small, in small, followed by 001. So, sir, VLOOKUP does not works in this situation. No worries, sir. So what I'll do, I've again written the macro. And the beauty about this is that consider that I've written it today around 2:30. So I've shared the entire prompt summary also for your reference, so that in case you want to see that what are these situations which we have discussed while writing a prompt, I'll have it is already shared for your reference. And I'll also quickly describe that what I've written. But before that, let me run the macro. So I'll run. So there are three macros in this. So first macro, let's run the first macro. So first macro is making a tabulation or is making a summary sheet, because one, I need to make a table. So I need to make table. How do I make a table? I select the active sheet. I do Control T. A table is being made. Then I don't know. I wanted that, invoice number is mentioned here, but it can, in the other sheet, it could have been mentioned here also. So for this purpose, what I've tried to do, that I've tried to make a control sheet. So let me load or let me run the second macro. Okay. So it is saying you are supposed to compare two stuff. So let me consider table two as table as the first source and table one as the second source. Okay. So what it will now, let's run the second macro. So the second macro is going to the table. It is reading the active cells and is giving that these are the summaries which you need to have. So let me come here. Now it is showing that there are two headers on the table. One is invoice and invoice number, and second is amount. So I am saying invoice number is, it is asking, please tell me which header has invoice number. So I have selected this header has invoice number. Now it is asking me which header has amount. So I'm selecting this header has amount. Great. And then again, it is asking me for the table B. So again, the same answer. I'm giving it to data. Now, for the purpose of my convenience and my, recording purpose, I want to say that this is my book data and this is my party data. Now, there was one more situation about tolerance. Say, consider that I may have 1 rupee difference, 50 paisa difference. So I put in a tolerance of 2 rupees. That in case my bill amount as per books and bill amount as per my 2B or my ledger or my party, whatever is the situation, is is less than 2 rupees, I'll still consider that as a partial match. Now the beauty about this is that why have I have intentionally kept this as a simple or a very open kind of infrastructure. What do I mean by open infrastructure? That in case you're making a reconciliation, it will understand the properties of a table. So if you have applied a table, if you have selected all of the active data sets and applied Control T, and once you have selected which table you are considering, all of these items, all of the active headers will come under the drop down. So it is not limited to a format. You can use it anywhere and everywhere, right? So I have done my selection. Now let me quickly hit. So the second macro is already run. We have loaded the columns. Now let's run the reconciliation. So in just a moment's time, the reconciliation, which is in green, says it is matched. Then there's something called unmatched, which is because of the invoice number. And it is saying as per books, which we have mentioned in the sheet, the RICO sheet, that this is as per books. So it is use this header as books, that in books, it is mentioned as invoice number 2, amount as 450. In party ledger, it is mentioned as invoice number 6, amount is 450. There's something called potential match. What is potential match? That invoice number 4 is mentioned in 120 as per books, whereas in party ledger it is mentioned in 119. So even the Excel mentions that there's a difference of 1 rupee, which is within the tolerance limit. So we are considering this as partial match. But again, I would like to bring your attention to this. So SB001, SB space 001, and SB space SB without any space is showing as matched. So, okay, let's discuss this. So if you see even SB space 001 and SB 001, again, which is in smaller caps and higher, upper caps is considered to be matched. Why? Because while writing the VBA, we have categorically mentioned that to apply functions like trim, to mention, to ignore dash, column, or any kind of special characters, to substitute spaces in between two sheets or two inside an Excel or inside a cell. So these spaces also are being ignored, and as a result, this VLOOKUP, which we used to say because of GIGO garbage and garbage out, that my accountant has not done proper accounting. So as a result, I'm not able to do the reconciliation, or the VLOOKUP doesn't work, is being taken care from now, right? So this is one more small example. Now let me quickly run you through. My speed may be a little high, and because I'm trying to discuss on as much as cases possible. So consider that. So these are Form 16s. You may have other data. So what I'm trying to do in this use case, that I'm trying to organize this without any third party add-in. So again, I'm trying to do it by VBA. So what is, and as mentioned by my previous speaker, that we need to have a rule. So the rule here is that it is having a rule of PAN number. So if I was supposed to, segregate this, so what I used to do is previously that I used to copy this here or search here, and then would perform a select all of these 4 line items, and then perform a copy paste kind of a situation, right? So let me quickly make a folder on today's name. So let me come to VBA. What I'll do, I'll quickly make a folder by today's date, which is 10th 4. Okay. So the folder is empty till now. I'll quickly open this VBA script. So this is the VBA script. Let me come to Excel. Again, let's write Alt F11, insert module, paste. Now what it will initially ask me two stuff. So I'm copying this link or file location. Let me come to Excel. It says that, so it is asking select, give me the source. I'm saying this is my source. I click on OK. Now it is saying, where do you want me to segregate these PDFs? So I'm saying this folder. Okay. It says that basis, this is very important. It says PDF files have been segregated in a folder basis first 10 characters, right? So let's see what has happened. I'm closing this Excel because I'm not no more in need of this Excel. So this is the folder which I've created in front of you. 16, 17 is the time, 10th of April. And if we come to this folder, it had four PDFs, it had one PDF, and probably the next one will have three PDFs, four PDFs. So what I've done is I have segregated 99 PDF and I've arranged them in 41 folders with help of a simple VBA. Now consider that you are going for a manufacturing company audit, and in this audit, the accounts department or the dispatch department needs to have the sales order, the sales invoices, and the receipt, lorry receipt also in for respective each invoice, and you are required to do a sampling that all is all of these three documents maintained. You can go to chat GPT again and write a reverse prompt that I want to write a Excel macro which would which will do indexing. So what it will do, it will copy all of these links and then will say tabulate that this has four folders, this has three folders, and this is one folder, or this has one PDF, two PDF, or three PDF. So now I've arranged, if you want to make an index out of these invoices or these PDF also, that can also be done with the help of Excel macros. So I'll not get into that. Now let me come to Excel macro again, because I think I have one more use case related to Excel macros. So you have seen bill merging, TDS, trial, vendor reconciliation, WhatsApp. Yes. So a lot of us send bulk messages to our clients for asking GST reminders or timely kind of reminders. So even with this, you all you need to have is a WhatsApp app, not the web extension, the WhatsApp app on your laptop. You can send SMS or WhatsApp through this. For the sake of privacy, I'm not trying to open my WhatsApp here because I don't want to do this. But I've already shared this on a Google Drive. So all you need to do that once you have downloaded, this is very important that you need to go to properties, and you need to unlock. This is very important. If you do not unlock this here, security, then this macro or this automation will not work for you. So please be mindful of this. Yes. Now let me quickly go to the next situation, which is an HTML tool. So I'll quickly show you two, three examples with respect to HTML tool. So considering that we have tax audit coming in, we get PF challans, we get ASIC challans, we get even TDS challan, and we have to certify data. So what I'm trying to show you here is that if I was required to make a summary of these uh, PDF that, or let me quickly show you this and then we'll discuss. So this is an HTML tool, again written with the help of ChatGPT. So what I'll do, I'll upload this PDF. So it is asking, saying that, do you want to upload all of these PDF? I say yes. And as this, before I move forward, I'll invite your attention to this page. This says see user Sumit desktop. So none of the data is being shared on the internet. It is all working on my local computer. So all of these challans have been uploaded. I click on process challan. So it is parsing the PDF. Probably it would take a minute's time. Yes. And let me click on export to Excel. Now, I'll quickly close in next 10, 12 minutes. So consider that this is the date of deposit, this is the BSR code, challan, amount, section, and I'll not show, and stuff, right? So what has happened with this? The entire data is being extracted. So in the same fashion, if you have TDS, PF, ESIC, we need to give details of all of these statutory payments. This can be done through an HTML tool. I have shared for HTML for PDF for 26 years, for PF, for ESIC for your reference on the drive. And I'll also share this with the committee so you can download it from there. Right. So this was a simple situation with alternatively, you could have extracted this information with the help of Power Query. So that could be a situation, but I have tried to address this with the help of HTML. Now, again, I'll quickly show you one stuff which is called director's report. So again, it is working on local host. The best part about this is that, once we have better control and better presentation on the data. So consider that this director's report is for, as of now, it is for 25, 26. Sorry, it is for 25 and 24. I come to this because consider we have closing 26. So I go to 31st March 26. And what I'll do, I'll say XYZ Limited. And it asks me that, again, all of these ad lists can be easily managed. It asks me about the number of board meetings. I say I had 4 board meetings. As I say I had 4 board meetings, it opens 4 windows. Again, I select 31st March for the time being and let me apply merge now. So the beauty is that now it is 26, but the previous year has changed by itself. So it was previously 25, 24, now it is 26, 25. So simple, small kind of mistakes which happen at our offices can be taken care of with this. And again, you can put data validation that if my date of financial year is 31st March 26, the board meeting cannot happen after 31st March 26. And so these kind of small errors can also be saved with this. And one small automation I would like to show with invoices. So in case you do retainership work, if you are in tier 2, tier 3 kind of an environment, and you do retainership for small clients, so this is a very good solution for that. So what I'll do, we have written an HTML tool, which is, again, it's a kind of mail merge infrastructure, that this is my invoice infrastructure. And what I'll do, I'll upload this file. So let me quickly upload this file here. So this is the template CSV. Let me apply, and says that you want to download 7 invoices. I say yes. So all of these 7 invoices are generated. It says, do you want to download bulk? I say yes. Please download bulk. So all 7 invoices are generated in one go. And the beauty which I would like to show you is this. Just allow me. Is that, let me quickly see. So if you see the invoice data, it is having the rate, only the taxable amount and the tax rate. But if I show you the PDF, it has, so consider 18,000, 18,000, 9% GST is all calculated by itself. 1620, 1620, the total is calculated by itself. And again, this amount in words is also calculated by itself. So all of these small tasks, even usually if you remember or if you recall, these mistakes happen usually the more. The amount is wrongly mentioned. And even the small, this amount, if in case your Excel does not have a formula to convert INR into words, you can write a VBA which would convert numbers into words. If you want to write INR before or INR after, rupees later, or only, all of these can also be updated or uploaded, or can be used with the help of VBA. So I think I've not shared it with you, but the number to word can all you can write a quick formula with ChatGPT where you say that I want to convert this number to words. I'll not, in the interest of time, I'll not show you this Google App script, but I've also shared this with you. What is important to see here is that, a lot of us waste time on collecting bank statements from our client. So if you have access to the client's account, or if he comes to your place, or you can ask him to please run this code once. So what it does, that consider that this is a simple tool which would look for, or this Google App script will look for bank statements, or will look for credit card statement with the email called creditcard@ICICIbank.com. And what it will do in return is, sorry, I'll close this. Just a moment. So ICICI credit card statement. So once this automation is done, it has tabulated all of these credit card statement to in a Google sheet. It has selected all of the PDF in one folder, and at the same time, it has given me a link by which if I click, it will open that respective email. So the entire hustle of looking for statements, having that fear of missing out on one, is being taken care of, right? So this is a simple automation which, in case you look for 12 months bank statement from a client, he says I've got only 11, 10. You can simply ask him his you all you need to do is check from which email ID these statements are coming. You ask ChatGPT to write a Google app script that I want you to segregate, or I want you to manage all of these email ID, or segregate and make a folder in Google Drive for all attachments from this email ID. And in case you have multiple ICC bank accounts, so I have multiple ICC bank accounts, one for my firm, one for myself, one for my wife. I've even written that in the bank statement, in the bank email, it says last four digit. So I said that basis this four digit, I want you to segregate or make different folders, so that I don't need to search that once or 12 into 336 statements are there. I need to again I need to go and recheck that which statement is missing and which is not missing. So all of this small automation can be done with Google App Script. I'll quickly try and close in next 2 minutes. Yes. So last thing which I want to show is Python in Excel. So consider that what sir has shown was a capability of Python where you write equal to py. And what I'm trying to show you is a capability of Python where I have made an add-in. So it's an Excel add-in. So let me quickly demonstrate this to you. So this is the Excel add-in. It would work with all versions of Excel. All you need to do is have Excel add-in 1. And second, you need to have in VS Code. Uh, VS Code is an ID of Python, a script, which, so if you see tally to Excel, there's one Excel file and there's one py file. So this is the py file and this is the Excel file. And I'll quickly click on run. So Python is being triggered. I have done nothing. Only I've clicked run on my Excel. I have not even gone to Python, or I have not gone anywhere, right? And so what it will do, it will correct my tally. So let me write 30, or in the interest of time, let me write 15042023. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get only 15 days daybook. Does it work? So it says, where do you want to save? I say I'll go to download and I'll save it. So let me click on this. It says that it is extracting data. So as it is working, probably it will take a minute's time. And once it is done, I'll sum up my session and will hand over to Rahul Bhai. So Rahul Bhai must be ready by now to take the session. I'll hand over to Rahul Bhai in next 2 to 3 minutes maximum. So it says that 495 entries have been exported. Let me quickly come to my downloads. This is the day book exported on 1632. So you can see that this payment 2950, 2950, 9000, 9000 along with narration is being exported. So how did it work? It's an Excel add-in. I asked ChatGPT that I want to run Excel without Office 365 license, though I have an Office 365 license, but how can I run? So it has asked me that, no, you download this add-in. So I've downloaded this add-in. Once this add-in is done, it will run. So, and the only requirement is that, it should have the PY file and Excel file in one. So consider I was trying to do when sir was speaking about Benford. So I have a very small data set. This is the amount, and I want to understand about Benford that there's a concept in Benford which says if this is divisible by this amount, this would be the answer. So does it work? So it says, so this is the count of probability distribution of this count. So digit one is 40%, two is 10%, so on and so forth. So I've tried to do the calculation of or the Benford distribution. So again, if you come to this Excel, so there's a py file with benford.py, there's an Excel file benford.excel, and both of these are working. And again, the beauty of this is that it is working without any internet access. There's no data security, there's no data lapses, because usually what I personally feel that majority of our work is being done by our office guys. So as a result, I don't want them to, I don't want them, or I don't want an ecosystem where they have that opportunity to play with the data. So it's a close-ended work where without having access to the internet, they can, get access to the data, or they can work on the data without exposing the data to the internet. So this is Sumit Bihani signing off. And as I sign off, I'll quickly take few questions, and the rest questions I'll try and answer on a PM. I mean, on your chat. So let me quickly take, can you please tell me how have you designed Python plugin? Only the roadmap. I am not sure. Was it for me? Yes. So only the roadmap, sir, because it's if you go to ChatGPT, it will give you. But still, we can take a different discussion on this, because the integration, even Python is a very difficult story. But if you talk about that add-in of the vendor reconciliation done by VBA, it took me 2 hours to make it. So it's very difficult to demonstrate and get to done on these 40 minutes. The committee is doing a wonderful job that every Saturday they are doing a level one program, refresher level one for people. So you can come and do a hands-on practice from Friday today onwards. Friday they have started a refresher for level two also. So the only objective of this 40-45 minutes was to raise that inquisitiveness, and all you need is a GPT and an inquisitiveness to get this resolved. Yes, can we create Python code to extract data from SAP? Yes, sir, you can. And Rahul Bhai is a champ on this. You can use Selenium in between. Even it can do the automation of putting in the data. You don't need to key the data. Excel, the vendor code can also be selected from Excel and back to this, right? Voice not edible. Voice video is not. Rahul Bhai, was my video and audio good? Okay. Today's recording, sir, I think it will be hosted on the committee's website, and it's live on YouTube also, so you can have access on YouTube also. PDF extraction. So PDF extraction is done through, sir or madam, PDF extraction, I'm so sorry for that. PDF extraction is done through an HTML tool. I have shared this PFESI TDS with on the Google Drive link. If you want, I can quickly share the Google Drive link also for you. Again, is your Google Drive is not updated for this folder? Sir, I have not uploaded, Akhilji, the folders related to TDS and that invoice, because those are personal properties and should not be shared. So few basis the availability I have shared as much as possible, because the Form 16 are of clients and cannot be shared, right? For when assume that sheet one for purchase company, we have sheet two for do we track data in both sheets? Status is required to be mentioned in sheet one, sheet two. Sir, all of this can be done. So as of now, it is two-factor authentication, invoice number versus invoice number, and then it is matching the amount. In case you want to make three, I have shared the chat history today because I have built it today, so I had it available. I have shared the chat history with you. Please read the chat history, and if you want to make changes, upload that chat history to Claude, and then say that post this, I want to make these changes, make these changes. It would be very easy for you to get it done. can we get the drive link for the prompt? Sir, whatever I had, I've already shared, but in case you want, I'll re-share this. Always just allow me 1 or 2 more minutes. Can we do the macro in multiple Excel sheet? Yes, sir. The first version, I was trying to do this. I was trying to do merge my two Excel sheets to do this, but not sure of your requirement, Roshan sir, that you want to merge data with multiple Excel sheet. Yes, you can do reconciliation. I believe it can be done only with two data points, but I'm not sure of the requirement. Please schedule one level one course. So Rishi sir, there's a request to schedule a level one course at Bahrain. Sir, can you reconciliation work even ledger name are a bit different? So, sir, these are few basic answers. The rest I'll read and I'll quickly answer on one-on-one basis. I'll put in the answer on the chat because in the interest of time, I'll hand over to Rahul Bhai. And Rahul Bhai, I had a word with Rishi sir, so he said it is okay if you take till 5:15:20 also. So don't worry, I've eaten up some of your time. So thus, I'm sorry and thank you so very much.
Hello.
And a request to all of you that I and Rahul Bhai both are attending AIS, and we'll be happy to meet. So, and the committee has been trying to do a fabulous work with this program also. So, in case you are available, please join us and let's connect at AIS. Thank you, bye. Rahul Bhai, back to you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Hope I'm audible to everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Sumant bhai?
yes, you are. Yes.
So today, what my session would be is not something I'm going to show any tools, but I'm going to make an interactive session out of this. My main objective today is to introduce you to something called VS Code. Please, everyone, whatever I speak, but if you have any query, please write on question and answer. I will try to answer as soon as possible. So what is a VS Code? VS Code is called an IDE, is an integrated development environment. So what we have learned till now in our level 1, level 2, and all these refresher course, that if you want to make some product, if you want to make some HTML file, we just ask ChatGPT, we ask any other AI agent to, we give them the prompt, they give us the code. We copy that code, paste it into a text file, change the name of the text file, the extension to a .html, .py, and then we try to run in something called either a Chrome or an idle, which has already been given by Python. But my thing is that I am lazier than that. Before, when we are growing up, we have heard a phrase that necessity is a mother of invention. But right now, the phrase has changed. The phrase could be now termed as laziness is the spark of innovation. The lazier you are, the better you are in writing codes, in writing prompts, in writing the codes that you can deliver to the clients. The topic for today is building an AI-driven practice and business opportunities. For the first two speakers, it was building an AI-driven practice, but my topic is building an AI-driven business opportunity. So right now, everyone is on question answer. A small thing, a small PPT. Let me share my screen first. Hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, Rahul Bhai. Yes.
Yes. So what is a VS Code? VS Code, you can say a Visual Studio Code. First thing, most important, it is free. It is free, fast, and extensible. The biggest advantage is that every developer, this is a 2025 survey, before anti-gravity was introduced, 75 or 76% of every developer was using VS Code. Other people, 25%, 29% were using Visual Studio, other were using Cursor, somebody were using PyCharm, there would be Jupyter, etc., etc. But the biggest chunk of people doing an AI job, trying to write some code, trying to build an app, were using VS Code. So our main objective today is to understand what a VS Code is. If we are able to understand the basic scenarios surrounding the VS Code, after the close of this session, I want everyone to be equipped to build their own code directly from a VS Code. You can build anything you want. You can build your Python codes. You can build even your websites. You can build your, somebody was asking, there was an attendance app. You can build your own attendance app out of this VS Code. So firstly, you have to understand what a VS Code is. Try to understand the integrities and nitty-gritties of this VS Code. And then we have to expand as much as we can. How to download VS Code? Just search VS Code download on the Google. You will get the link. Download this link. Once it is installed, it is around 200 and 230 MB software. Once this is installed, you will see something like this. A blank page, something like this. It has three features, three important commands that one has to learn. If you want, you can write it. Firstly, it is Control-Alt-I. When you press Control-Alt-I, when you are pressing Control-Alt-I, there will be an option called chat. What the chat is, this is an integrated AI tool of GitHub. GitHub Copilot. You can ask anything here. It will write any code for you. Another biggest, but the thing is that the number of tokens in this GitHub Copilot is a limited one. What we can do is here, there's something called extensions. You will click an extension. You will click Claude. Once you have installed this, the entire Claude code is now in your VS Code. You can write anything you want, and it will try to build the same for you. So, shall we? So, just a question I want to ask to everyone. I want everyone to answer in the question answer. How many people have their own websites? Sir, is this version of Claude? Sir, Claude, I am going to use everything. It is $20 I've paid per month. Other than that, everything is free. How many people actually have their own websites? Yes. How much you have paid for that website? You have built it on your own, or you have paid somebody to build this website? Abhilash ji, Hemant ji, Regan ji, Ritesh ji, you have paid something to the people who have actually developed your website, or you have done it on your own? Sir, paid 12,000. Atul Chanai ji, you have paid 12,000. So half, now you are going to recoup as much as you can. So what you can do, how to start, suppose we will start building a website. In just 10 minutes, we will build a website. We will even host the website on a free platform. I think, Regan ji, you are paying 10,000 per annum. Okay. Half, it's now mine. So in 10 minutes, we are going to build a website. We are going to host the website on the free platform. Everything is going to be done by Claude. So let's start. I'm sharing my screen again. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. What you have to do is you have to, in a document folder, I've created a folder called VS Code. I've created a blank page called dummy website, and I will select this folder. Now what the VS Code and Claude Code will do is it will go in, it has now permission of this folder in your own system. Whatever files it is going to create, it is going to save here. It will have full permission of every document that it has in that folder alone, but it cannot go outside that. Now what I will do is I will write a small code, a small prompt that I want everyone to have. Just a thing I want to tell everyone, I'm very bad in writing prompts. So this task also I'm going to give to ChatGPT, to Claude. I have written, give me a good prompt for creating a professional website of a chartered accountancy firm in India. Keep dash for the user to put in the details. And let this start. Now it will give me the entire prompt for which I have to input my own details. Let it do. It's done. I will copy this. I will go to the notepad and I will paste it here. That firm name. I hope everyone is a fan of Sholay film. Tagline. Let's write chartered accountant. Years established, 1998. ICAI from Regina, I don't think I want to, or let me write something, 00. Contact. This was, the Sholay was filmed in, I think it was filmed in Ramgarh, Karnataka. city, change some pin code 562-159, phone number +91. WhatsApp number. That's very yes. Who can be the partners? What was the Thakur's name? Thakur Baldev Singh. He can say he was FCA. He has done DISA. He has done CISA. Then we can say there was Ajay Singh. Hope you can understand what I'm trying to do. Color scheme. Let this be the same. I'm not changing anything. Font size, I'm saying formal. Blog articles, no. Platform. Anything you prefer. Language, English. I'm copying it and now I'm going to paste it here. So till it is trying to, right now you can see here, this is the file, this is the folder I have given, and there is no file right now except the photos. It has already found out the partner's photos are already in the folder. Let me build a full website now. Till it is trying to build, what we have done, we have downloaded an ecosystem called VS Code. We must have learned something called idle in our level 1, level 2. We have learned something HTML file, that the HTML file could be opened through Chrome and you can do a lot of things out of it. But my objective, but I'm lazier than that. I don't want to give a prompt on a chatbot. Press Ctrl C, go to my system, press Ctrl V, press Ctrl S, save that file, and then I try to run it. This is very time consuming for me. What VS Code can do is it can automatically create all the files required for you in a folder that you have given without any manual intervention. Plus, the important thing is once you have created everything, it will also try to run whether it is running properly or not. For that, what it is, this is called a terminal in VS Code. How you can find it? Press Control. There's a button left to 1, which is called tilde button. There's a button with a design of this. It is called tilde. You will click Control and that button. The terminal will open. When we were in level 2 and level 1, what we have studied when we wanted to run a Python code, that write CMD here and a terminal will open and now you can run your Python codes. I am lazier than that. I don't even want to do that. So here, that location is already done here and I can run any Python code, any HTML file, any app directly from the VS Code. It can be done automatically. Let it at till now we have talked, it has written 644 lines. Let's wait for 2 minutes whether it is able to. Till now we were talking, it has created an index file. It's not done, it is not yet complete. Let it run again a bit more. So what more you can do? Somebody was asking for attendance app. This is something I have done. Let me open another VS Code. I'll open the folder. This is the project I've taken up for last 1 week. This is completely built out of the prompts from the Claude. If you want to run it, you will just write npm start every file. What this file means, even I don't know. Everything is built directly by Claude. Claude, I give a prompt, Claude writes the code, places it somewhere in this folder, and it can directly be hosted onto the website. I think it's done. I think it is still working. Give it some more time. Till now, what we have talked is it has written 644 lines in index and 949 lines in style CSS, 153 lines in this. And our website is ready. Let's try to see. Even they have added the photos of the partners. But now there's a problem. The photo of Baldev Singh, Thakurji, is not coming properly. How to correct it? Write a simple prompt. The photo of Thakur Baldev Singh is not properly displayed. Please change the you want to change anything out of this, it can be done automatically. Just write a prompt and the website is ready. Now, this is something is right now is in my system. But what I want is I want to host this and so that anyone can see it. It is live. So this is what also we are going to do. Give it some time. Let this code run properly first. I don't know what it is asking, just I'm clicking yes. Okay. Once it is doing it, I can even write another prompt. I want to post this website on a free portal. Give me the best options. I own a domain name, but no hosting space there. Give me the list of options. I think it has done everything. Let me refresh it. And now the photo of Thakur is coming right. So whatever changes you want to make, it can be done automatically. Just give it a prompt and a website is ready. So now the earlier the frustration was once the code is done, you have to copy it, open this. What used to happen was you used to open this on Notepad, then paste everything here, and then we try to run it. So that exercise is now gone. You just give a prompt, it will make the changes to the file and the file is ready. So I had asked him to give me an option. Best options Cloudflare. Second option Netlify. Right now, I want to try this on Netlify. So let's go and try to post it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 option, tier 3 option. My recommendation. Easiest setup is Netlify. So we are going with Netlify. How to connect your domain? Firstly, let's go to Netlify and try to log in it. All done. Sign in. Sign in done. Now this is a website. This is a project that I've created. Now I have to choose the folder. Now what I will do is I will upload everything in this folder. So the folder is this. Folder is this. This is the folder. And I will click it here. I will click it here. It is coming like this. Just a second. VS Code, running website, and it's done. You want to upload everything? Yes, I want to upload everything. My domain name right now is with Cloudflare. I will go to Cloudflare. This is the only cost that I've paid. I've paid 199 rupees for 3 years to get this domain name. This domain is ready. All done. Now this website has already been deployed. All done. We'll go to quick setup. Project name, not going to change. Now what I have to do is I have to give the code, give my domain name here, but I don't think I'm able to find where to write the domain name. So what I'm going to do, as simple as this, ask Claude. I know it is going to be here, but the thing is that slowly and slowly, when we are doing it on our own, there's going to be a lot of issues that we're going to face. Whatever issues that we are facing, just ask Claude in the VS Code directly, and it is going to give you the answer, correct answer, the path that has to be followed. It is saying go to site configuration, go to domain management. Domain management done. Set a custom as primary domain. There is no custom domain, so I will write add domain. Add domain I already own. So I will write dummy2.rpgco.in. All done. All done. So it is asking me to save something in txt record. I will copy this here. I will go to DNS records, and now I will try to add record. It has asked me to add a txt file. Txt file done. Txt record. This I will copy it. This I will paste it here. And for the content, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it here. All done. I will do add record. But again, this is not complete. Let us refresh it first. I don't think it has been added yet. Let's check it again. 9.5 not yet done. I will have to do it again. Might be some error. HTTPS done. Copy this. Done. TLL auto. Nothing else. Copy this. Paste it here. Done. It is saying priority required. Okay, I don't know what the priority is. Let's again go to VS Code and ask it. Netlify is asking me to add txt, or it has given me all the details, but not priority. What should I write in it? Not required, forces write 0. Done. Save. One thing is done. Now, after adding txt record, what else I have to add. My domain name is with Cloudflare. Go to the questions done. It is asking me to add us. Let us see whether it is working or not. I don't think that is working right now. Go with the Cloudflare pages, so domain is already there. If it is faster, no. I have hosted this website on Netlify, but my domain name is with Cloudflare. Add these two records. Okay, I will add these two records. Done. This has already been done. Now we are going to CNAME. What is the CNAME now? This is dummy tool. Give it 2 or 3 minutes. Now the website will be running. So now what we have done is we have actually created our website. We have hosted this website on a free platform with a domain name I've paid for 199 rupees. So the entire thing is done with the help of VS Code. What else we can do? Let it get hosted in 2 or 3 minutes. Let's do something else. What else we can do with VS Code? In VS Code, we can build an entire attendance app just by giving up small prompts. How to do it? We'll start this server. I hope it is now live. I want everyone to try this dummy2.rbgco.in, whether it is opening with everyone. Yes or no? Let me see the chat. Are people are able to see this website now? Except Vaibhavji, anyone else? So now in just 20 minutes time, we have hosted our own website. What else we can do? With the paucity of time, this is something I've built. This is just starting. So this is a small attendance app that we use in our office. This is hosted just like we have hosted that website. We have hosted this also on a free server without paying anything. For today, I have not marked my attendance. It will ask me why I have been so late. Because the time is 10:30 in the morning. It won't allow me to put attendance through the system. It can only be done through a mobile. I can show you other things also. The thing is that everything that I have built is directly out of the prompting. So this is the daily tracker. How many people have come in, how many people have been out, how many, at what time they have been out, what is the location. If it is not in the office, what is the location of them at the time of putting their attendance? Anything that you want, you can, whatever chart you want, whatever thing that can be done, it can be done directly through a VS Code. Another small thing, another things that we can do. So what we have done is we have done HTML, creating HTML, posting HTML. We have done apps. The app can easily be done through this. Just give a prompt. I want to make an attendance app. There will be a login page. The user will input their user ID and password. At the backend, it will be allowed to put a attendance. When you're putting the attendance, take the GPS from the location tab, from the location option of the phone. This location cannot be put through a system, but can only be put through a mobile phone, either an iOS or through an Android. If it is an Android or if it is an iOS, there's an option called spoofing your GPS. So if it is able to find GPS spoof, then don't allow the user to put whatever type of prompt that you want to put there. You can just put in your VS Code here and see the magic. Everything it will be done without your any single limitation. Everything can be easily done out of VS Code. One more thing that I'm doing right now is 49A automation. The thing is that what used to happen in our offices, slowly and slowly, there's a guy who used to fill the entire form 49A, 49AA, 49B, or you can say form 93, 94, 95, and 96. Now, the issue with that is that there are lots of mistakes. Once, once a mistake is done, cancel out the entire form, fill it again, go to the client, get the signature again. So this can be easily automated by the help of VS Code. What I've done here is, this is form 93. What this command does, what I've written a command here, the prompt was, when the code is run, I want a file dialog box allowing the user to select the PDF file. So this is form 93 because it can be 93, 94, 95, 96. Once the file is open, the user will click on the page and the pixels of X and Y coordinates you can get with the help of from that PDF file. The PDF file can be more than 1 page long because generally it is 2 page long, and hence the user should have a right to scroll up and down. When you put this prompt, for me, it made me a Python file here. Once I'm reading that Python file, suppose I am writing this and this. The coordinates of these 2 points are already with me right now. It is 487 in X coordinate. It is 484 in X coordinate and 838 in Y coordinate. 848 for the second and 836 for the second. What I've built is, I've built a small prompt. I've given a small prompt again. The prompt was, I've given a small prompt. I will put in the coordinates in an input file from the second line, and it will have 6 columns separated by the symbol. First will be the page number. 0 would mean the first, and so on. Second column will be X coordinate. Third column will be Y coordinate. Fourth will be the gap between those 2 characters, and so on and so forth. Once I run this file through Python, it will give me a file of form 93 automatically pre-filled. So this is a small integration that you can do by the way of VS Code. Sometime what happens is form 49A is already gone to the client, photos enclosed, already signed, and now we have to fill it. just put 2 here. This is a small prompt that addition to the prompt that I've given here. And again, if I will run, it will give me a blank page with everything filled up. Just put the form again and every figures will already be there in the right boxes. So my main objective today here is just to give a small flavor what a VS Code is. VS Code is something unlimited. VS Code is something you can, whatever thing that you can think of writing there, it can be done with the help of VS Code. And the biggest advantage is that you don't have to go outside VS Code. Create a website, create an app, create a Python file, create something to analyze your Excel file. Everything can be done directly from your VS Code. And see the magic where it takes you. So any questions for me? It says site can't be reached, sir. Try to do it again. It will be there, sir. How to connect Claude on VS Code? So to connect Claude on VS Code, there's something called extensions here. Let me share my screen again. Something called extension here. Just click it here. Say Claude and install it. Once it is done, the Claude is there in a VS Code. Sir, VS Code is yes, sir. Whatever I'm going to tell you, everything is free. Except I've paid $20 for Claude and I paid 199 rupees on GoDaddy for my domain name for 3 years. Except that everything is free. Whatever is done over here, can it be done from Claude chat window as well? Sir, Ram Kumar ji, it is true, it can be done from chat window, but being lazy is more important. You have to go there, copy that code, go to your system, open a text file, paste it, rename that file and save it again. You're wasting 1 or 2 minutes of your life. Why waste? Please explain how you prepare application to fill. Jiten Verma ji, just give it a prompt. I will share this prompt how I built it. There are 2 Python codes. Firstly, to get the coordinates and second, to put that coordinates into that file. How is GitHub? Sir, GitHub Copilot is very good, but the thing is that the tokens are very limited. You will just be able to make 1 or 2 website or one website of few changes. Your time limit is done and it will ask you for $10. Sir. Is it possible to connect with Gemini? Sir, it is possible, but it is very slow. My organization doesn't have Claude license. Any other substitute? Sir, please take Claude. Right now, if you don't have Claude, you won't be able to do AI integration as good as right now. $20 a month, or yes, it is $20 per month, sir. 2000, sir, just imagine you're paying 2000 rupees, you're getting a world-class coder. The coder that generally gets 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees a month, you are getting it for 2000 rupees. How cheap is that? Is there a way to buy domain name free? Sir, you can buy it. We just go to search various domain names, GoDaddy, whatever. Try to find a domain name. And I would just urge everyone to please make a website today. It's as simple as that. What is the difference in VS Code? And sir, anti-gravity is copy paste of VS Code, but it is not as powerful as VS Code. So suppose you have thumbs up, you have Coca-Cola. Both generally taste better, but thumbs up is still better. How is Win server compared to God? Sir, prefer Claude. I've written Python code in VS Code, but I want to see the output in another machine. How to see Python code output in Sir, copy that Python code. That system should have Python installed and it will automatically run, sir. For an integration of VS, whether paid version of, sir, every time the paid version is required. Can we get a recording, sir? That will be something Rishiji will tell. Hope you have any questions, any more question. I am here. I will share whatever text I have to Rishiji and he will host that to an AI website. Hope you like this session. Today we didn't do much use case, but my major initiative was to start learning VS Code because VS Code is something is unimaginable power. And I want everyone to be as lazy as you can. Because if you are lazy, you are going to do great things. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rahul ji, for a great presentation. Thank you, Sumit sir. Thank you, Prabhav sir. Now let us before we conclude, we would like to thank our honorable leadership, CA Prasanna Kumar D, President Sir, CA Mangesh Kinare, Vice President Sir, CA Charanjot Singh Nanda, Chairman AI Committee, and the Honorable Immediate Past President ICAI, and CA Umesh Sharma Ji, Vice Chairman AI Committee ICAI. I'd like to thank all our esteemed faculties, CA Prabhav Kumar Agarwala, CA Sumit Bihani, and CA Rahul Gabawala, for their time and efforts for bringing this webinar to fruition and helping the participants have a great learning experience over the last 2 hours. We thank our viewers, without whom this webinar would not have been possible. And we thank the tech support team. Before we conclude, I'll just remind you about a few things as has been discussed. The CPE hour, this is a 2 hours unstructured CPE hours webinar. Also, the material shared by our faculties will be uploaded on the AI website. There's a section called resources. I'll just share my screen and let you know how it is, where it will be hosted. Just give me a minute. Yeah, just a moment. I'll just share my screen once. Hope my screen is visible. So this is the AI website, and we have to come to the resources section, and there is a background material section. So here all the tools are visible here for you. We had a webinar on bank audit 2 weeks back, and we had a webinar for AI for chartered accountants transforming day-to-day practice with automation the last week. And this week's also will come here in this section, resources section, then background materials. So all will be hosted here. Give us our time. It will be uploaded by tomorrow. Also, the CPE hours will be done in about a week. So please make a note of that. And the FIP is happening on the 9th and 10th of May, 2026 at COE Hyderabad. All of those of you who want to participate can participate and register for that. The hackathons, the ICAI AI Hackathon Season 5 starts next week, Friday, 3 p.m. We're starting with the next season of AI Hackathon, Season 5. We have a winner amongst us, Rahul Gabawala ji, who was the winner of Season 3 of that hackathon. Prabhav ji was our winner for the Season 2. So we have the hackathon winners here. Grateful for that. He was also the champion of champions of the winners of all the 4 seasons. So we are now coming back with the Season 5 of the ICAI AI Hackathon starting next Friday, 3 p.m. onwards. It will be 8 prelim rounds, 2 semi-finals, and the grand finale at the ICAI AI Innovation Summit 2026, happening at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi on the 26th and 27th of June 2026. Request you once again to please register for the same. The early birds are open till tomorrow, 11th April 2026. And that's about it for the webinar for today. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week with the hackathons. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Tech support, can we end?